first guest tonight as the motorcycle riding, crossbow shooting Daryl Dixon on The Walking Dead. You can watch the final episodes Sunday nights on AMC and AMC Plus. Please say hello to Norman Reedus. See, that's what this guy needs in Pittsburgh, right there, a crossbow.
I caught him.
Is there anything cute that scares you? I can't imagine you shrieking.
Yeah, I don't like horses.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of horses.
Well, horses, I guess, could theoretically hurt you, but it is a strange thing to be scared of.
You know, they smell your fear and...
Do they?
Big nostrils and eyeballs, like, oof. I don't like them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, your character, Daryl, those who watch the show know, once ate a raw squirrel, or is known for that, actually. Did you hear from the squirrel community when that happened?
I haven't heard from the squirrels themselves, but I've eaten possum, raccoon. I've eaten all sorts of fun stuff. Not the squirrels, but I get a lot of grief for...
You do? From who?
Like businessmen will sit down and they'll be like, you can order the squirrel.
Oh, I see.
You know, I'm like, I'm not really that guy. I'm not really Daryl. You know?
You're not? Oh, that's...
No.
Oh, so you're saying you're an actor?
Sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm trying real hard. Anyway.
You were honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame last year. There you are. There's your buddy John Bernthal. And there's your star.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's very clean now, but not anymore. That's the last time you're going to want to touch that.
Yeah.
John spoke on your behalf?
He did. He gave a really nice speech. He and Greg both did. You know, it was weird because I had a dream the night before that it was like a grave site, right?
Really?
Because you walk down the street and you're like, dead guy, dead lady, dead guy, dead guy. You know what I mean? So you know.
Who are some of your dead neighbors in that area?
I have Mr. Rogers. I have
yeah, dead.
Dr. Seuss.
Dead.
Yeah. It kind of makes me nervous a little bit, but I mean, it's a great honor, and I never saw that coming.
Is that right?
Yep. Who would have seen that coming? You know.
I feel like Mr. Rogers knew it was going to happen. Like, I mean, if it's going to happen for anybody, it would be for him, right?
Yeah, and Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, what if Dr. Seuss even was aware? It's hard to imagine Dr. Seuss as a person.
Yeah.
Which he was.
Yeah.
But wasn't his name.
Yeah, if you drive south, don't you see his house up on the cliff on the left?
I used to live on the block where his house is.
Wow.
Yeah, not at the same time.
What?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Although he lives in everyone's house, really, if you think about it, the little bookstore.
So does Mr. Rogers.
I mean, I bet you if you went around and knocked on doors, you'd be hard-pressed to find a house that didn't have a Dr. Seuss. Even with people who don't have children, have some kind of creepy attic or something filled with those books.
It's kind of like the story of the star-bellied Sneetches, right there.
Yeah, and do you, now, this dream, do you believe in, like, that dreams have some meaning, like that it's, that there's some deep-seated fear or worry or something there?
I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You know, my mom had a dream once where it's a long dream, I don't tell you all of it, but she was holding a baby me, and she was like, look, Norman, it's your baby shell. And it was like a hollow little rubber baby.
She told you this?
No, I had the dream.
You had the dream about your own baby shell.
Yeah.
How old were you when you had this
We've gone
dream?
so far off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How old were you when you dreamt of your baby shell?
Like 15, 16.
And did you, maybe that's some kind of metamorphosis as you went into adulthood, you shed your baby shell?
I've heard that.
Did Donald Trump ever throw rocks at your baby shell?
He would never get away with it.
You got engaged since the last time I saw you here.
I did.
Diane Kruger.
Yeah. I got very lucky with this.
Who, by the way, seems great. She was here,
great.
and she was so charming, and she really seemed lovely, and told us a story, as I recall, about you buying a house on just a whim without really clearing it with her.
I did do that.
You did do that, and yet still she agreed to marry you. How did you ask her?
Well, I had the ring for quite a long time in my pocket, just like burning a hole in my pocket.
Really?
Yeah, and trying to find the right way to do it, and I put it on the back of my motorcycle when we went to Savannah, but it was during COVID, right?
Uh-huh.
And we get there, and there's just tons of drunk teenagers with no masks just going for it, and so we didn't really go out. And then on the way back, I was looking for someplace really pretty to do it, but there was a huge thunderstorm that hit us. So I could see the clouds had a little sunshine way up there, so I was gunning it down the freeway trying to beat it. And then finally we got to the house, and it was the next morning, and I felt bad that I didn't do it. And Nova, our daughter, was sitting on my lap. And I was like, can you go get my boot? It's in the closet. And she's like, why? I'm like, I just want to look at the boot, because I had it shoved in the boot. And then I proposed, and she started crying, and then Nova started crying, and everybody's crying, and it was like Waterworks City. And then Nova's going, why are we crying? Right? And then Diane's going, it's happy tears. And she's like, yes, it's happy tears. You know, so it was super sweet.
So you said you go get the one single boot from the closet, and then Diane went and got you the boot?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great match. I mean, if you will, without
Knowing her,
question...
she probably knew it was in the boot.
Oh, you
know
think
what I
so?
mean? Probably.
You think she knew it was in the boot?
I'm sure she knew that I was looking for somewhere to stop along the way.
I would have been so nervous carrying that ring around, really. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're almost certain you're going to lose it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Keep it in the boot. That's a good
do
tip.
it on a motorcycle trip.
Yeah, on a
Try not to
motorcycle
lose
trip
it.
of all things.
Yeah, yeah.
And then God was saying, hey, this is not going to happen. I'm going to throw thunder at you. I'm going to throw teenagers at you.
Yeah.
And you just raced right off and just...
And she's screaming, slow down. I'm like, no. You know. Yeah, it's a lot like that.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We got Norman Reedus here. The Walking Dead is almost over. We'll be right back.
All right. Where's Judith? RJ, where's Judith?
I'm not supposed to say.
She's supposed to be packing.
I said we had to pack, but she said she was coming.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
And that is Norman Reedus as Daryl Dixon in one of the very last episodes of The Walking Dead. That's pretty crazy, huh?
Super crazy.
Yeah. How long has it been now?
We've shot for 12 years, 11 seasons.
12 years. Were there tears on the final day?
Yeah, tears of joy.
Were they?
No, I'm kidding. No, everybody was, I think a couple people were drinking, possibly. Yeah, there was confetti cannons, and everyone's crying, and then they hand me a mic, and I'm like, oh. Right. I gave a little speech. There were more tears. And
Were there people dressed as zombies crying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
How many zombies do you think you killed over the course of your run on the show?
1,000, maybe?
1,000?
I don't know. Yeah, a whole bunch.
That's pretty great. You're like the Ted Williams of zombie killing.
Oh, yeah.
You are now going to do a spin-off show.
Yeah.
And this one does it have a title yet?
I'm pushing for a title, but I don't think it has an official title yet.
You'd like a title.
Yeah, there's a title that I want.
Okay. Oh, there's a title you've come up with, or that it's one of the things you guys are trying to choose from?
I mean, to find a title is insane, because there's thousands and thousands of the most ridiculous choices you have to choose from.
Right. And then sometimes you think you have a great one, and it's like, oh, that was used on a movie in 1942.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'd love to know what it is. You want to say?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I'll tell you when they cut these things off, but I mean, I've heard a bunch. I'm hoping for a certain title, though.
This one.
I mean, let's just think about it. Like, She-Hulk is She-Hulk, Spider-Man's Spider-Man,
Ooh.
Batman's Batman. So why not this be Boom Boom? You know what I mean?
I see.
If you see where I'm going with that?
I see.
Without me saying
I
it.
got you. You're like, yeah, just call it Daryl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
No,
is one.
She-Hulk. Call it.
I can say that it will be set in Paris,
Yeah, that's true.
which is. It seems great. Like the weirdest, like Hawaii maybe would be the only place weirder than Paris.
Yeah.
For, is it a zom-com? Is it like a love story of some kind?
Somehow I get put there. I don't go there on my free will.
I see.
But I mean, I've been out there location scouting and casting and everything for the last couple months, and it's epic. I mean, it's castles and moats of castles, and it's just crazy.
Will the zombies have French accents? They'll be like, "Ugh, ugh."
They already kind of do. I mean, right?
They're pretty close.
But yeah, I mean, we'll like destroy the Louvre and stuff. Like, it's gonna be nuts.
Is that true?
I didn't say that either.
We,
but, yeah.
like, you know, what'd be cool is if you kill a zombie with like a stale baguette or something, like one's been around for a while. Really, like, you know.
Throw a brie wheel at them. Yeah.
Really embrace the Paris theme. Well, and then you will live in Paris, I guess, huh?
Yeah. I'll be there for the next year or so.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Yeah, I've been there for 3 months. I'm loving it there. But you know, I mean, it'll have a different sound. The show will. It'll have a different tone. It'll look different. A different photography style.
I love that you were planning to get engaged, and you were just really about to go to Paris, and you decided, you know what, I'm going to do it at breakfast instead.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Savannah in a rainstorm during COVID instead.
I'm going to go out run some punk.
I'm not really good at planning things.
Well, it's great to see you, and congratulations. I mean, what one of the most popular shows of all time, really, and now you got another one coming up. The final episodes of The Walking Dead. Watch them Sundays at 9 on AMC and AMC Plus. Norman Reedus, everybody. We'll be back with Danielle Deadweiler.